and check that all is working. Oh, yes, that's great. That seems to be working okay. Great. Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. There's always this little bit of panic at the beginning, isn't there, to make sure we've got everything set up, but it looks like everything's working. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube, so just waiting for everything to catch up and so on. I have been having some issues with the lighting in here lately, and I don't really know quite what to do about it because excuse me, it's really bright. Oh dear, I've got a frog in my throat now. Let me just have a drink. That's quite typical, isn't it, to start coughing just as you start talking. So yeah, I feel like this side of the of my workstation is quite dark, but I have a very bright light right above me, which is very strange. And I've got another light at this side of me, and that is, giving me a lot of glare on my face. So I don't know what the answer is. We get one issue fixed and then another one begins. But anyway, hopefully it's not going to impact too much on you watching this evening. Annalisa's with us. Hello, Annalisa. Julie says, evening, Joe, from me, Blake and Harry. The boys are going to sleep soon, hopefully, as they should already be. Hope you're well. They're little monkeys, aren't they? They love stopping up and keeping you busy, don't they? Hi, Lauren. Hello, everyone. So this has been a busy old week for me for lives. As you know, this is my third live this week. Phew. But I'm excited to be able to craft again. This is something that never happens, is getting to craft all this amount. And I'm still thinking about Valentine's, and I'm still thinking about our sale that's coming up this weekend. So we've got a Valentine's sale that starts on Saturday, and you'll be able to get lots of really great bargains and kind of love themed sale items. So on Saturday, when that launches, go to the Valentine's sale section of the shop. You won't need a code or anything. Your discount will automatically be applied at checkout, and you'll be able to get some great products in the sale. So some of those I'm using here today, some not. So this, the new Let's Spoon, is not in the sale, but I feel like I'm going to use parts of it because my theory was, I said, I think in the last live that I did, that was a paper crafted, a card making one. The live that I did yesterday was memory keeping. So the one that we did on Tuesday, I was going to use the Hugs and Kisses set, and then I ended up using the Smitten Kittens, and I made this super cute card, which I absolutely adore. Really love this card. Even though it was a bit of a hard going at times, but I love how it turned out. So this time, I'll just move those out of the way. I've got literally cards everywhere. So this time I thought, right, I'm definitely going to use these guys. And I was inspired by the fact that we didn't know it was National Pizza Day. Was that yesterday? I think that was yesterday, National Pizza Day. Totally bypassed us. We love pizza in this house. But I don't know if I told you guys that I am on a bit of a health kick at the moment. So I am trying to avoid naughty pizzas. We have been making healthy pizzas, which are absolutely delicious, but they're not, like having a proper kind of full-on stuffed crust takeaway pizza. But they're doing the job for now. So I thought, what would be a great kind of Valentine's card, maybe for Aunt as well, would be one that was a bit pizza themed. So we've obviously got our little piggy here eating his pizza. And we've got some really cool little sentiments in here, like it's your day, pig out, missing you pig time, the diet starts tomorrow, and then they're sending you hugs and kisses, which it's named after. And then in the Let's Spoon set, we've got You Stole a Pizza My Heart, and I Love You to Pizzas. So I could use either of those and the pizza that's in there to kind of complement my little pig here. So I thought that might be quite a cute little idea to make a cute little card that's about us pigging out, because we are actually going to go for a Valentine's meal on Valentine's Day, which we never get to do. So yeah, we are going to be doing that on Valentine's Day, and we're going to go for pizza. So it seems appropriate that this would be the ideal card. And I've got two die sets here, the Lots of Love die sets that are, one of them is horizontal, one of them is vertical, and I've also got the Scattered Heart stencil that I'm thinking I'm going to use. So I'm just trying to decide, do I want to go vertical, do I want to go, which way do I want to go really? So let's have a look at what my composition might look like. So this is me just going through my little thought process of how this might work. So vertically, we're going to have our little guy here. He's possibly going to have the Let's Spoon pizza there as well, possibly. Or we could pop him on a heart within a heart, because he's quite a small image, so he might be a little bit lost in our background there. Super thirsty today. Or we've got him here. Again, he could be riding on his little bit of pizza there. I mean, I love this. I love this pizza slice. It's so cool. But that might not work for us today. So we've got You Stole a Pizza My Heart here. It would be great if it was the right way up, wouldn't it? So, You Stole a Pizza My Heart. Yeah, I think that's going to work kind of cool. I think I'm going to go with this, the landscape rather than the portrait. Just catch it. Oh, loads of people have joined us while I've been just jabbering away there. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Let me pop this to one side. Put that back there. And I'm thinking that I'm going to ink blend, do some of the scattered hearts before I do my die cutting. And then we may actually do a little bit, I feel like a little bit of a triangle situation for my little guy to sit on is going to help with the whole pizza situation. So let me catch up on some of the comments. Claire's with us, Siobhan's with us. Hello there. It might just be the shadows. I think it is, but I find it very annoying. Emma says hello. And Annalisa says, yes, we've done a lot of lives this week. We have, and I've loved it. Kalispera, everyone. I'm watching without sound as hubby's watching The Witcher. I hope everyone is well. We are very well, Angie. I'm waving to you, even though you don't know what I'm saying. Shani says hi. Jessica says hi. And is happy to finally be here because life is so busy. Don't I know it? I'm so glad that you can join us That is really, really cool. I need to get some cardstock. Let me just think. Think. Where's your cardstock? Shall we use a pre-cut piece or shall we use a new piece? I'm going to use a new piece here. A new piece of my Super Smooth. Annalisa says, how is Ant? It's been a while since he's been on a live. Misses jokes. Oh, bless you. He'll be so thrilled that he's got a mention, because he loves it when he gets a mention. And sometimes he does watch. Angie says it has auto captions on so you can read what I say. Oh, that's cool. That's really good. So he's actually on nights tonight, so he can't be here. A lot of the time, because of his shifts, he just struggles really to be here, because he's either catching up on rest, or he's or he's at work and he's on nights. So he's busy protecting South Yorkshire from fires and anything else that might be kicking off in the area. It surprises me how much he has to get involved in just deliberate fires. There's an awful lot of the deliberate fires. People setting fire to rubbish and bins and things, and I just think it's such a waste of their time, their valuable time, to be dealing with stuff like that. So this is going to be my piece here, and I'm going to do I'm going to do a bit of ink blending with my scattered hearts, because I want to create like my own pan paper, I guess. And I also am thinking of the colours of, again, I'm thinking very pink and red, but I'm kind of thinking more towards the oranges and reds, so yellows, oranges and reds, because it's reminds me of pizza. So we're going to make a pizza coloured background, I think. So in order to do that, what am I going to do? I'm going to do, let's have a look. Dried Marigold is a great colour. I love it. I've just ordered some more for the shop because it's one of my faves. So we're going to have some of that. I love a bit of worn lipstick. That's pretty cool. What have we got here? A bit of Tattered Rose, Dried Marigold, worn lipstick. I know that's not really exactly pizza coloured, but I don't want it to look too, I still want it to look a bit Valentine's-y, if you get me, if you get the drift. So I'm going to start with Tattered Rose on my background. I'm just going to add some of that to the back of my cardstock, and to do that I am going to use one of my larger brushes here. Just catching up on some of your comments. Shani says she wished she'd ordered the new set with the spoons in, but not sure if it would come in time now for Valentine's Day. Well, Valentine's Day is Monday, and if you put your order in tonight, I will be shipping tomorrow. I will be at HQ tomorrow. So if you were to put your order in tonight, providing Royal Mail is helpful, it could be with you Saturday, but that's that's entirely up to you, Shani. But it could be with you. Technically speaking, it could be with you in time. So I'm not going to do the whole piece because I know I don't need the whole piece. So I'm just going to do as much as I need. Actually, let me just, I always forget to hit the record button, because sometimes it's nice to just do a little bit of recording. So I'm just going to add a little bit of this colour all over the background. And you know, what I really like actually is this kind of, this colour with a bit of maybe some of the speckled egg maybe would be really cool. So we could actually add a little bit of that in the background. That might be quite cool, because we might need a bit of colour in the background. We might just decide to stick with the white background. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? I certainly don't. So that's the majority of my background done there, I think. Yeah, and I'm happy if it just kind of fades away. Lindsay says, hello everyone. Hello there. Time for Tea Design says, hey, I'm so happy to have a Thursday night off so she can watch. I don't know who that is, but hello. And Alice says, oh dear, the video keeps pausing on my end. Your head portion moves well, but your craft space keeps pausing, but maybe it's just on my end. I don't think it is just on your end. I think there is a little bit of the connection to my PC from my video camera sometimes is a little bit slow. So just bear with it. It does seem to have caught up with me now and seems to be okay. So hopefully it will stay that way. If it gets particularly bad, let me know and we can always maybe restart. But it seems like it's okay. Oh, it's Natalie. Hello there. I know I wouldn't know how to do it. Thankfully, I'm Time for Tea, so I don't need to figure out how to do it. Selfishly. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of dried marigold here now, I think. So I'm going to start with that along the bottom here, I think, and just add a bit of colour with the dried marigold. And then I'm going to blend that into the worn lipstick, which I think is going to look pretty interesting, hopefully. So Jess, what have you been busy doing? Julie says she's loved all the lives this week and have to catch up on last night's though, as she had to go so she couldn't watch it all. I know it was getting a bit long, so I didn't finish the full layout for that one. So for anybody who wasn't available last night or didn't see it, I did do a crafting live that was dedicated to memory keeping. So many of you will know that memory keeping has become a little bit of a side hustle for me, I suppose, in that it's a bit of a passion project that I started in well, really in lockdown, but I didn't have all of the products that I have now to be able to really do it. And what I really wanted to do, as I always do, is I see products out there that I like, you know, they're good products, but I wanted my own. That's always the way. I always want to do it my way. So I did. I developed my own products and created my own range of memory keeping items. And last night I just showed some of my process for creating a memory keeping album using a combination of those products, and I've also used products that I bought from other memory keeping companies. And I'm putting together an album for this year, for 2022. So each live that I do, I'm going to be doing a live every month that's dedicated to the memory keeping. And when I do that, I'm going to be doing it, doing a new month each time. So this one was January, because we're into February now. So all of my photos were related to things that we did in January, and I've created a couple of layouts and spreads dedicated to that month. And then when the next one that we do in March will be dedicated to things we did in February. So really cool. Absolutely loving it. Where did that one come from? Which one did I put that on? Might be the orange. I don't think so. That's where it's going. And the reveal, pretty, pretty, pretty. So this is just about, I think it's just about going to be the right size, I guess. In terms of, I've got a little bit of a line where my stencil ended here, but I don't think we're going to mind about that. So let's cut this out and see what it looks like. I've no concept of how this is going to work, but I'm excited. I'm always excited to see how my theories turn out because we never know. Okay, so Jess says it's a new job plus freelance plus COVID plus the rest of your creative life. I know, this is the thing. It is. There's so many creative things and projects that we want to do, aren't there? And that's what I was saying about the memory keeping. It is a passion project of mine, and I've already got enough crafting things to be doing with myself. But I'd want to be able to look back at the end of 2022 and say these are all the wonderful memories that we had and that we did, things that we did together. And looking back over it, I think I'm going to find so much joy. And actually the process of going through it and recording those memories is also giving me a lot of joy. I loved doing that yesterday, and even though I didn't finish it during the live, I've kept going back to it because I'm determined to finish it because I so enjoyed doing it. So I think if something gives you that much joy, sorry, I thought I better finish that before I finish my sentence. If something gives you that much joy, you should do it. You should definitely do it. Oh, I love this. This is so cute. Oh my God, look at all those cute little hearts. Hearts within hearts. Oh wowzers. They are so cute. How cool would it be to do a card with those on there? Eek. I think I'm going to enjoy doing that. I really want to do that. I think they're going to look really cool. Let me, so I've got a bit of an idea of how to pick these up. I'm going to use my washi tape, and it's going to keep them all together. So let's do this. I've got some little hearts here. Oh, this is so adorable. Right, okay. This is definitely going to be another card project. Why does that one not want to come up? There we go. And what a great way to lift them off my my plates. It's super cute, isn't it? Shiny, risky. I obviously can't guarantee Mr. Postman, but I can guarantee what I'm going to do. So I will do my very best to get it out to you so that you have it in time. But you'll have to get crafting then, won't you, this weekend? But I do think that it's I love the that set because it's perfect for like the men really who like a little bit of cheekiness. Okay, so I've got my super cute piece here, which I think is going to look awesome. Now, I did have a little idea in my little brain of adding something to it that was going to help, you know, kind of ground my little image here, because he is quite small. So obviously he's going to need something, I think, to sit upon. So we could do that as a strip. We could make it a little bit funkier by adding, you know, maybe a little bit of a bit of a more funky kind of a gradient. We could even do something along those lines. So yeah, there's a few things that we can do that I haven't yet decided upon. Let me move this. Where can I pop that? Now, I'm thinking of patterned papers. So I've got some patterned papers here, but I also need a card blank. That's what I actually stood up for. I actually stood up for a card base. And I've got, actually, have I got one of those in here? Oh, that would be awesome if we had. I don't think I have. Oh no. Sorry guys, I'm just doing a little bit of poking around to try and find an appropriate card base. I don't think I have. What I wanted was, she says, fluffing around. What I really want was a craft card to see what that looked like in the background. I'm going to move this because the blue is distracting me from my purpose. Shani says she loves it and it's perfect. It's her first Valentine's Day with your boyfriend. Oh, Shani, why did you not buy it before? That it will be absolutely perfect for that because it's a bit cheeky. Especially there's the light up. You light up my life and you turn me on. That would be a really cool one for a new boy, wouldn't it? So we've got the craft card in the background, which I'm actually quite digging because it's a little bit like a pizza crust kind of situation. Just trying things, just testing things, trying some things on. That's what you want to use. I love it. Yeah, Ant would definitely like that one very much so. I was trying to think, what have I done with the card that I made with that set, because it is one of my favourites. Oh, I'll just show you I've just got to show you this because I love it. This is the one that I made, and I made it on a I think I actually made it for the release. So I don't think I've done a tutorial on this one. I can't think if I did. You'll have to correct me if I have. But I just love the little light bulb with the little heart in the centre and the light switch. And then instead of the you light up my life, obviously you can have the cheekier you turn me on. And I think that's a perfect one to send to Ant. So I may recreate that one, but with the cheekier sentiment. And I love the die over the top. So yeah, so that's a little bit of inspiration for you there, Shani. Annalisa, that is so pretty, Jo. Love the orange and yellow. Yeah, I think it's really, really cute. So I do quite like this, I have to say. I'm quite feeling the craft card, but I'm also thinking it needs a little bit, perhaps a little bit of a border. I don't know. Feels like maybe it needs a pop of white in there. So the alternative is to go with that, but I feel that that's too stark. So let's try this again. So I have got another idea. Now, what if we were to go half and half in terms of, what if we did the top half in white, the bottom half as like bit of a crust, if that makes sense. I quite like the craft border, actually. Very pretty both. Johnny says she's going to order that and the cover plate die. Oh, bless you. That's really cute. I'm glad you like it. I mean, that's why I showed it with you, really, is because I think it is quite a cool card to recreate. So I quite like the craft around the edge because that's looking to me like it's a bit of a pizza crust. So I'm quite into that. So I'm thinking I might make myself a card base with some craft card. So it's going to be like a bespoke size because it's going to be slightly bigger than this. because I feel like it needs to have the border around it, if that makes sense. So the other option was black, and the black is really striking against those die cuts, isn't it? Which also could look really cute. And then the other option, so many options, so many decisions to make, I'm absolutely hopeless at them, is to put maybe something else, not the red, I don't think the red works, maybe something in a contrasting colour in the background. But that's quite busy, isn't it? That's quite a lot of, it's a lot of information. I do like it though. I do quite like it. Is it too much? I feel like it's too much. It's too much. Calm down. I love that paper though. That's my problem, is I love the paper so much. Quite like the black. Now I've put that in front of it. But it doesn't feel very festive. I don't use black card a lot. Do you guys use black card a lot? Is that something that you guys do? Use a lot of black. It does stand out really well. And if we were to add our little guy on the front here, we could possibly add in here. Bear with me guys, we could add a border actually. A border would be quite cool. Although that is an A2 border. It's probably not the right one. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my nesting heart dies. And I'm also looking for this die set here. This is a really cool one, because this is going to give us a little bit of a window, which I think might help us kind of ground our little guy. So I feel like that could work. And it also obviously has the outer die as well, which will give us a border. But I don't want to cover up too much. So here's the plan, Stan. Here's the plan, Stan. Right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of this. So the other option obviously is to put him on a heart, because we're loving all the hearts, aren't we, at the moment? So the other option is to create a nice big heart, maybe a heart that goes off the side of the page, which would also be very cool. I quite like the heart, because we're going for a heart theme, aren't we? So decisions. I think I'm going to do that. And the heart nesting dies are in our sale, so even more of an incentive here. Oh, I like this. Okay, we could have layering hearts here. Lovely. I like a good layering heart. So I'm not going to go with the black either. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, which is I'm going to look at a slightly larger card base. Here, let me just tidy up a little bit. In craft card. Have I got some craft cards, she says? Let's have a look. What's this down here? Actually, this is some of our, it's not craft card, but it's like, I think we've called this like a tea shade, like a Yorkshire tea shade, which actually I think works really nicely against the back of here. I like that even better than the craft, I think. So I'm going to go with this. And I'm going to create a card base. I'm going to use my scoring station. I can get it out of... Oh, why is it stuck? Here we go. This is my scoring station. So I'm hoping you're going to be able to see this. You might not be able to see right to the bottom. That's the only problem. So you turn over this piece here, and this gives me my scoring station. And I'm going to use my, well, I'll use this actually, because this is my A6 card base, and I want it to be bigger than this. By maybe half a centimetre or so I can see roughly where that's going to be on my station here, and then I can use the scoring tool just to create my crease, and then we'll fold this over. Use the scoring tool to burnish those edges, and then I'm going to use actually my oh, and I just need to put that back the right way around so that closes, because that is then a trimmer. But because I'm going through two layers, I'm going to use, well, when I come, I'm actually going to trim the end off with this one, because it does work quite well for just doing this bit. She says it's actually not, I've actually not lined that up very well at all. So let me try that again. Try and get that as straight as possible. That's better. And then when I'm going through my two layers, I'm going to use my Tim Holtz trimmer. Oh, I've got my little hearts attached there. Okay. So, come on now, cooperate. There we go. So let's put that there, and then again I'm going to take my original little piece of cardstock that I was using as my template, and I'm going to use that to help me figure out how much I want to trim off. And my tonic trimmer goes through that just so easy. And then we've got our own bespoke card base. So, own bespoke card base, super cute. Still not sure if I want it fully that colour in the background, but I wanted that around the edges, because I think that does look really, really cool. So I'm going to pop this back, because we don't need that now, do we? But I am going to get some of my pre-cut cardstock, which is A6 size pre-cut, and that then can sit behind there. And then we've got a little, almost like a little pizza. So I think we could add some colour in the back of there. Let me just grab a bit of pink. I'm not going to put pink behind it. I'm just thinking, do I want to do any more ink blending in the background? Or do we just leave it white? I think maybe leave it white. What do you think? This one is a full experiment, isn't it? So I might use some of that pink cardstock though to cut out my my hearts. So I'm going to have a heart here and one here, and I think one of these hearts I'm going to have in vellum. So we did try doing one in vellum, didn't we? Yes, the other day, and it didn't quite work out for us. So I'm going to give it another go today. We could also do one in this colour, maybe. I don't know if I'm feeling that one necessarily. We could do a red. No, red's too much. And where's my vellum gone? So I've got a little stash up here of lots of little offcuts and specialty papers, watercolour papers. We've got metallics, we've got white cardstock. I've got craft cardstock. But can I find any vellum? No, I cannot. Here we go. This is kind of the vellum, the waste vellum. I'm just thinking out loud here with, oh, have I frozen again? Frozen again, haven't I? Da-da-da! Oh, now that's giving me life. Okay, so I wasn't sure about the white. Now I found this scrap of our aqua cardstock. I am in love with this. I think that is the winner. That for me is what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So then we can have our layered hearts here now as well, and we've got some lovely bits of vellum. This is a nice bit of vellum. Now I think, should I do the larger one in vellum on the back there, and then a more solid piece in the front, in the pink, or that might be quite cute, or I could do an ink blended piece in a kind of shade of the Salvage Patina maybe. Ooh, I'm excited now. This is a great colour combination. I love this. So I'm going to cut this large one out. In fact, I'm going to do them both. Why not? You see, this is the thing that we stress, don't we, about stuff. But I'm going to cut them both out of this colour, out of the vellum. And then we can see which one we prefer then, can't we? We don't have to decide right away. So let's cut both of these out. And then we'll decide which one we prefer. I still feel like I've got that stiff neck that I had the other day. It's just every now and again I just really notice it. And I don't know where it's come from or why. It just has. Is anyone crafting along with me tonight? Anyone I've just spotted some shiny things. Shiny Cosmic Shimmer. I haven't used this for ages. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? What could we use that for? What could we do with that? I wish I got some embossing powder that was in that kind of a nice kind of aqua colour, because I think that would be really cool. So let's have a look at this here. So we've got large heart number 1 there, and then Siobhan says she's kind of crafting. What's kind of crafting? What are you kind of crafting? And then we've got number 2. They look really pretty, don't they? And then we go to our little Oh yeah, that's going to look really, really, really cute, I think. I think this is going to look really sweet. Especially once we get the sentiments on there as well. It's going to be very cute. So my other thoughts are that I could do with a pink piece. I don't think my cardstock that I used earlier is quite big enough. Oh, what a shame. I do like to be very frugal, but that's going to be a stage too far. So we could go with a nice pink piece, and I could use this piece here to cut that out. So I think I'm going to do that, and we'll ink blend that and see what that looks like. Julie says she's not crafting along tonight. She's enjoyed crafting along on Tuesday. I'm going to try and make some time to craft along on Tuesdays, provided not got too much to do for your floristry course in the evening. Yes, you need to make sure you're prepared for that, don't you? So that's really cool. So yeah, so then we've got this little guy here. That's looking cute, isn't it? I quite like the white, to be honest with you, and I'm toying with the idea of having the white one, the large white one. So here we go. Let's try cutting that out as well. I love these hearts, so usable. So let's do a large heart as well and see what we think to that. See what we think to that, isn't it? Oops, I've got to spin it round. So I don't know if you guys can see in the background that my Gemini is on a Lazy Susan, because it is quite next to the wall here, so I can flip it around and turn it around. But the noise that you probably heard then was the fact that I didn't turn it around and it was trying to die cut into the wall. Lauren says she's taking a break from the big card that she's working on to do some stamping to colour this evening, ready for the weekend. That sounds like a lot of fun. And this card that you're doing, you mentioned it yesterday, it must be a big card. How big is big? And Siobhan's faffing around, bless her. And Jess is crafting along as always, using the male critters at the moment, but about to move on to some unicorns. Excellent. So, so I've got here the white, and I've put the vellum in front of it just to try and soften it a little bit. I might not use that, but and then I'm thinking I can add a bit of colour to this smaller one there as well. So I'm thinking, yeah, perhaps a bit of colour to these is going to look quite cute. I mean, there is nothing pizza about the blue or turquoise background. I just really love it. So there isn't a part of me that thinks, oh, should I go for something a bit more pinky, reddy, orangey. Let's have a look at what we've got here. I don't have many kind of like orangey kind of backgrounds, but I want to stick to my kind of cheesy theme, my cheesy theme. So that, see, this is not our patterns, but I think it's too busy anyway. But if we went for maybe an ink blended yellow, what do we think? So this is just a generic yellow. We put some yellow in the background. we could possibly make that a little bit like cheese. That could work quite well, couldn't it? We cheese it up a bit. Cheese it up a bit. We add a bit of orange. Orange is different. Is a very different colour to what we would normally use, isn't it? So Laura says that it folds to a 6x6 concertina card with interlocking concertina parts. Popular design by another designer on Facebook. That sounds most complicated. I am intrigued by a concertina with interlocking concertina parts. So this is kind of the pizza kind of a feel. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm digging it, but it does look a bit pizza-like, I have to say. It is the kind of the vibe that we originally went for. So do I fully go for pizza vibes, or do we go back to the teal? Answers on a postcard. I think I'm going to go with the teal. I've outvoted myself. I just wanted to try something, you know. I just wanted to see if I could mix it up a little bit. So the final option is pink. Ooh, oh, the pink. Okay, I might go with the pink because it's less of a contrast. I do like that very much, but I'm going with the pink. So there we go. A bit of experimentation, and we figured it out. I think that that's a little bit more Valentine's-y. I think it's a bit more going with the theme. I like it a lot. So if that's the case, then so this is helping me with my decision-making process here. I'm going to save this bit of cardstock for my stamping, so I'm just popping this guy here. So in terms of these bits, I do need to do a bit of ink blending here because I want them to match. So I am going to save my bit of vellum into my little vellum stash there. I'm going to pop those to one side. I'm going to pop my little hearts here to one side, and then I'm going to get back out our little ink blending. Love the pink, but they all look good in their own way. That's why it's so difficult to choose, Julie. I struggle. I have definite issues with being indecisive. I am so ridiculously indecisive. It's just not even. It's not even funny. It's just not even funny. So this colour of pink that we've got going on in the background, I feel like that picked raspberry matches it quite well. And then the colour for the excuse me, for the bigger one, I'm going to use some Tattered Rose. And actually, I'm not going to use picked raspberry. I've changed my mind, which I'm allowed to do because I can. I'm going to use the Worn Lipstick, which are some of the colours that we used in our background, if you recall. So let's do this one first. So this is just going to be some really nice, easy blending. And we can do a few splatters on here as well, I think. Just to funky it up a little bit. So we've got just a really nice, simple bit of pink there. And then for the larger one, somehow managed to get some pink on it from somewhere, but never mind. And then we're going to go with some of the Tattered Rose, just to give it a bit of colour. doesn't look totally white. And those two side by side do look really, really quite lovely. There we go. So that's kind of, they almost look a little bit like pizza slices in a weird kind of a way, don't they? I quite like that. This one I feel like it's blending into my background a little bit too much. So I may be inclined to add a little bit more depth to this one with, if I go with some of that dried marigold. And we get the, did I use, I think I used this brush, didn't I? I'm just going to add this around the edges just to give it a little bit more depth. And I think I might do the same with the other one, you know, because I think a bit of a darker pink. See, that feels like it's got a bit more oomph to it now, doesn't it? So I think maybe we can get a little bit more oomph with some picked raspberry. So the picked raspberries come out in the end. It couldn't be denied. It couldn't be denied. We've got inks everywhere. We've got brushes everywhere. I feel like I've used a bit of red on here, so I'm going to have to give this a bit of a clean. So I've used a bit of red with my pink, which I wouldn't normally do. I'd probably use my orange for that. So I've been looking into whether I can have a red brush added to the series, but red brushes are quite hard to come by. Interestingly, they don't seem to be a standard thing. There we go. I want to leave the centres quite pale, so again that's giving us that little bit of contrast, which I think looks really kind of nice. And it's definitely got some, weirdly, it seems to have got some like pizza vibes to it, which I'm loving. So I love to do a bit of splattering, as you know. So I'm going to do a bit of light spraying, and then I'm going to take my nozzle out of the bottle just to add it all on there. Now, while I'm doing this, it's probably a good opportunity for me to say, I know Julie's coming to join me at HQ on the 19th. Anybody else live close enough to perhaps come and visit us? We're having our first classes on the 19th of this month, and I would love it if you could come and join me. We'll be doing some fun techniques like this, some ink blending, some colouring as well, which I know you guys all love. So yeah, I'd love it if you could come and join us. Siobhan says you and Lucy are coming as well. Yay! Oh, that's really cool. Just catching up with some comments. Claire says she's making a bee-themed pop-up box for her birthday tonight. That's awesome. I love pop-up style cards. I really love them. I like the ones that are, and I have been thinking about, and you guys tell me, what would you think to, they are like a box card that folds flat. And when you open it, it like the edges come open, and you've got all wonderful things on the inside that pop up. So it's a bit like I guess like our display card, if you like, but the sides are taller, and it's hard for me to describe. I'm not explaining it very well, but yeah, it's basically it's a pop-up box card, which is exactly what you said, isn't it, Claire? So I've just repeated what you've said there. But I was thinking of designing one for the shop. So let me know, you guys, if you think that would be a good thing to do. Lauren says she'll post a pic before it's totally decorated, as it has time for tea dies in the making. Use the square label frame dies to cut the apertures in the frame. Oh, that's awesome, Lauren. You must definitely show it us. I'd love to see that. I love to see what you all create and what you all get up to, because you know, it's wonderful to see our projects come into life. And that, you know, that's the beauty of the friends page. I think I've frozen again, haven't I? Come on, YouTube, Facebook, catch up with me. I can see my hands on screen beside me, so I know it's still there. It's just a little bit of a delay. Hi, Amanda, how are you? Amanda, God bless you, is joining us. Oh, I'm so glad you could be here. Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe this extra little bit of vellum is quite cute. We could create a whole cluster, a little cluster here of our little hearts. And I do think that it's definitely giving me pizza vibes. Laura said that she's Google mapped where we are and we're a bit too far away. So realistically, you had to say no. That's fair enough. I know we are quite a distance from some of you guys. Oh, I think this is so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp out my little guy. I'm liking the arrangement so far. So let's get some stamping done. Amanda, how are you doing? What are you up to this evening? Amanda is on the DT for Heffy Doodle, and she is helping us with a collaboration that we're going to be doing with them very soon. So I'm super excited about that. Where's my stamping platform gone? There it is. So let me just snip this off here, and then we can pop this in our. I'm gonna have to move you because you're in my way. Laura Ann says, I've made those without dies and did get a die set once, but the die set was too small. So you would be interested in a pop-up box die set if it made a bigger size than the other one you got. So I would love to know what size it was, because then I'll know whether I'm making one bigger. Because otherwise I won't know. So yeah, let me know. Amanda says she loves that heart. Thank you. And she's sitting at the bus stop waiting for her kiddos and super excited about the collab coming up. I'm so excited. And I know the rest of the design team are so excited. I think our two companies go together so well. And Leslie is a big friend of Time for Tea. And yeah, it's going to be so much fun. And we've both we're kind of participating. We've both done an exchange of products. So I am hoping that when the collaboration comes up during one of the lives, I'm going to do a little bit of crafting with Time for Tea and Heffy Doodle as well. So I won't have anything for the actual hop. I don't think I'll have anything done in time, although who knows. But I'll definitely do something around that time in a live. So my cute little pig, I've just stamped him in some Memento Tuxedo Black because we're going to colour with our Copics. So let me get this. Ow! Just bang my see if we can bring this baby home now and get this finished. I love this background. I'm really pleased with that. And you know, the other thing that we could do. No, stop it. Wait, let's just one task at a time, Joe. One task at a time. This is what I do. I go off on tangents. This is why when I'm crafting on my own, you guys are keeping me on track. I'd be doing all kinds of things. Lizzie says she's excited about the collaboration too. She's been sorting her creation out this week. Yay! Julie says yes, she'd be interested in pop-up box dies, has made them in the past but hated the measuring, etc. Making from scratch using step-by-step guides. That's it. There is no time in my life for any of that. That is for certain. So I'm going to use my background here as my guide to colour in my pig. And I'm going to do some magic zooming, she says. There we go. Bit of a magic zoom. So that you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. But this is going to be, you know, super simple. I like my pigs pink. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I like to do pink pigs. And salmony pink pigs. And there's not a lot else to say about that, really, is there? So, yeah. I'm going to be using, I'm going to start with a really pale pink, the R00. And I know not all pigs are pink, but my pigs are pink. And your pigs can be more realistic. I mean, some pigs are pink. Some pigs are a bit more grey toned, aren't they? I think maybe a bit browny grey. And if they've been wallowing in mud, then they're probably very grey or brown. But my pigs are super clean pigs. So they're like newborn little piglets that are nice and clean and pink. So there you go. That's my pigtail. Lol. I actually made myself laugh then. I'm really sorry. That was absolutely terrible. But I did make myself laugh then. This is what happens when you spend too much time on your own. I'm just going to say this to you. I have been crafting. Well, I haven't been crafting. I've been working all day. I've actually been designing all day. And I've been concentrating really hard. I've barely spoken to anybody, only in passing occasionally. And yeah, I think I might have lost the plot. So, you know, I think one of the things about doing the lives is I know you guys are all there. You're all out there. And you're replying to me and talking to me, which is awesome. But essentially I am just talking to myself, aren't I? So this is the issue. Now I've just heard my little boy Clyde come up the stairs. So I don't know if you guys can hear him too. I'm just going to shut the door a little bit. I don't like to shut him out at the moment because those of you that are followers know that my little boy is not very well at the moment. And yeah, he's really not very well. He's 20 years old and is suffering with a tumour on his cheek. And it's looked quite badly today, I have to say. He's not been looking his his beautiful self today. So he's so yeah, so I'm keeping a close eye on him. But I'm always I suppose reassured he's managing to climb up the stairs and go in his litter tray, then he's doing okay for an old guy who's got a few things going on, bless him. So I've probably done more colouring there than I anticipated doing actually, but I do enjoy colouring my pics. Hello Clyde, hi there. Hi, he's just come in to say hello. Hello there little boy, what you doing? What you doing there kid? I'm going to add a little bit of, now this is going to seem really odd, but I want to add a bit of colour to his cheeks. So I'm going to have to find a pink that's a little bit, that might be a bit too much actually now I've done it. So I'll just soften that with the R21. Oh, steady on kid. Did you hear him sneeze then? He's been doing a lot of sneezing. You alright, baby? Oh dear, your eye looks sore. Do you want to go back out? Go on. I'll not be long. I'll not be long. Oh, you're coming back. You don't know what you want, do you? So, oh, you know he's got to get. Yeah, you just have a little sit there for a bit. I may have to go and see to him in a bit, but I think we're almost there. So, for the pizza then, I'm going to just do some nice, easy peasy colouring in of this. We just need a bit of brown for the crust. So that was E31. But we need a bit more of a toasty colour with the toast, E34 I think. Just going to toast that up a bit. I always feel like the toast colour is not quite a warm enough kind of a colour, so I just added a bit of E35 on there for no apparent reason. For the pizza itself, we want a little bit of a cheesy look. So I'm going in with my YR31, which is an orangey yellow. I'm going to deepen that up. I think we'll go in with the YR14. Yeah, that's. I'm just going to add some little splatters and little dashes of that darker orange to just look a little bit like it's been that's a good orange actually. Let's try this one. That it's got a little bit of the tomato sauce kind of coming through. So this is the Chinese orange. I don't think I've even used the Chinese orange before in my life. So again, that's just giving it a bit of a darker look. And then even darker, just so that it looks a little bit like it's been, like I say, like it's been, that's a bit too light. I'm not feeling that. Let's try, and that's going to be too dark. What about a bit of hazelnut? Yeah, that might be the colour. Just to add a few little bits of brown to make it look like it's been a little bit burnt, like the cheese has been burnt a little bit. I don't think that was really very dark enough. I don't think that was the colour that I was going for. But I'm going to leave it at that for now. And then I'm going to go with the, let's have a look, what colour? What's a good colour of tomato? This is a good tomato. Now, red can be quite tricky, so we've got to be careful. and a bit of orange in the centre of that tomato. And then we've got, do a nice bit of green for our pepper. And then a mushroom, a bit of warm grey for our mushroom. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Cute! Lauren says, just discovering that avocados are a fairly tricky colour to colour. How are you colouring in some avocados? That was really cute. Julie says, bless you, Clyde. And Jess says, look, he's so cute. So thirsty. Okay, let's tidy up our markers so that we know what we're doing. So we've got YRs. I like to make sure I put them all in the right place. And I will keep zoomed in while I just cut out my little piggy. And I think this is my little piggy here. Yeah. Yes. What's up, Clyde? What do you need? I bet you need me to empty your tray, don't you, sweetheart? Oh, dear. What a time. What a time to come and interrupt us, Clyde. You can just hang on for another few minutes while we put this together. Poor chap. Okay. See if we can get this finished. For poor old Clyde. Okay, so how cute. Bring that up so that you can see him a little bit better. Isn't he adorable? Munching on his pizza. Okay. Oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. So, okay. So he could have a pizza in the background as well. Oh yeah, Clyde wanted to go in his, you needed me to empty his tray. I feel so bad. But we haven't really got time for that. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Okay. I think I'm sorry, I'm toying with sentiments here now, so we're just having a little bit of a, I need to pop this on some white so you can see what we're doing. So this is how it's coming together at the moment. We've got our little cluster of hearts here, which is cute. We're going to have our little pizza muncher in the centre. Oh, I don't think you guys can see that because of my head. No. So sentiment wise, I think I'm going to go with It's Your Day, Pig Out, or we've got on here You Stole a Pizza My Heart. Yeah, I think that going across there is going to look really cool. And I'm going to do those on 2 strips, I think, in black. So we're going to do we're going to do some heat embossing. Black cardstock. Where are you? So, sorry, I'm just standing up again to dig out my little stash of black cardstock. Here we go. So let's they look like the perfect size pieces. Did you manage, hon? Yeah, you going to meow at me? No. You need a bit of a clean up, don't you, baby? It's got his eyes very, very sore, and it's making his face a little bit of a mess, isn't it, baby? Okay, so we're nearly done, hon. We're nearly done. Right. Let's put this on here. I'm going to use my anti-static bow, but I'm going to line this up first because I'm actually going to do one underneath the other, so that I've got plenty of space. And then I'm going to sit up here with me. I'm going to come and say hello to everyone. You're waiting for me, aren't you? Just going to give this a little bit of a brush off. It's a great anti-static tool, but there is always so much of it. Always seems to be a bit of an excess. Card is coming together nicely. It's piggy and cute. Oh, thank you, Julie. And Lindsay says, cute little piggy. Oh, I've not zoomed back out, have I? Let me zoom back out. That would help. Just stamp this for us, and then I will zoom back out. Yay. Let's get this. And I just need a bit of scratch paper here. Some of my fine white. Hopefully I've stamped that accurately first time. I think we're done good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, shall zoom out for you now, just bear with. Should be, yeah, that's spot on. Okay. Back in there. He's waiting patiently now outside the door. Bless him. He's gonna be. We're taking him back to the vets tomorrow. Just so, because he's been so well over the last couple of days, or the last week or so, because they gave him some very good drugs, I feel. And he seems so much better, but he seems to have taken a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a turn today. So we're just, you know, hoping and praying every minute really that he's going to be okay. Oh, I've lost a little heart there. Where's that gone? Annoying. Okay, so I'll put this out of the way because we can now heat set that sentiment, so bear with me and make a little bit of noise. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see. I do actually have reverse tweezers to hand so that I don't burn my fingers when I'm doing that, and I never use them. So I've got my banner die here, which I'm toying with using. So I think that could work quite, it fits beautifully, doesn't it? So it seems a crime not to use it. And I've also got this other die here, which is a little bit wider. These are from previous sets. Not a clue really which ones they were now, because I think these are retired. So, but I am planning a sentiment die set, so look out for that if you're interested in sentiment banner dies. Okay, let's pop that in here as well. Okay, let's see what these look like, and we'll give them a little bit of a buff up as well. Very good. So I have a little station, if you like. That's what we're calling it. It's actually some of you might remember we did sell the Twiddler's Nook magnetic paws, and it's a little paw shaped magnet, if I suppose, for the want of a better description, and it's really cute. And we don't sell them anymore because it was just too expensive to ship from America, which was such a shame. But you know, it is what it is. So we had to stop selling them, but I do love them, and I have that set up so that it I can keep all like my essential dyes in one place. Right, let's start putting this chappy together, because I think we've pretty much decided on what we're doing now, haven't we? So I'm going to stick this to my background panel first of all, and I'm going to use my precision tip glue bottle. I've got Cosmic Shimmer glue in here. Oops. Gone down a hole. There we go. Let's move that so we don't get any glue all over that. And just line this over the panel, and then if there are any bits that are hanging over, because I didn't actually cut this to size, this was just a piece that was already in my stash, so the fact that it was pretty much near as damn it A6 size is just a fluke, really. So these extra bits I'm just going to trim off with my scissors, and then we can adhere this to our card base. And I did wonder whether I wanted to pop any of that up, but we have got quite a few layers here, so I'm inclined to pop it up. I wasn't gonna, but now I am, because as Laura Basson says, dimension is life. So, and she's not wrong. So I'm going to use some of my super wide foam tape for this, because I love it. I do, you know. I do love it. It's going to give me a really good amount of coverage on the back here, so I know that my card isn't going to bow in any way. I'm still here, Clyde, ferreting about. Don't know what he's up to. Really do need to go and check on him in a second, so I shall do this as quickly as we possibly can do. I know you guys are all, you know, animal lovers as well out there, so I know you feel my my pain at the moment. So sorry if my head is in the way. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm glad I popped that up. I like that. So then we're going to have our little cluster of hearts here. I just need to figure out how I'm going to do that. I'm going to use glue, liquid glue, to stick these down. And I'm going to pop up my little pig. Here's my thoughts. That's going to go there. And then I think maybe like that. Is that how we did it? It always looks better the first time you do it, doesn't it? And then you can never quite get it to go back. I'm thinking that looks... Does that look about right? That looks about where I wanted it. So my vellum piece, I'm actually going to use a bit of tape runner because you can't really see it, and I'm only going to put it on this side here because this side can stay a little bit loose, and then our other heart is going to go about there, I think. And I do want to tuck this under my little pig. I don't know whether that should have been a bit higher, but we're rolling with it now. And then we've got my little pig who's saying, "You stole a piece of my heart." Up there, what do we think? Yeah, that works. That works for me. That works for me. Where did I put my big roll of tape? I've got a little bit here that it's going to be perfect to pop up my little pig. And he's going to go just there. I'm just reading a little message from now then, let's have a think about this. I'm going to pop all of this up. So I think it's if I pop it up, well, let's try it. I'm not going to overthink it. Just reading a comment from Alice there, who has been we've been having all kinds of issues, haven't we? Bless you, with trying to get your order to you because of post not playing ball. She's saying that she's so happy to announce that she's die cut the love, and it's awesome. The stitch slopes is awesome, and just blended a rainbow and loves the tippy tappy. You are awesome. Oh, thank you. That's so cute. I am so thrilled that you've got to play with all of your goodies. Really thrilled. So, hoping that that's a little bit straight, because I wanted that bit to be straight, but this bit I don't want to be straight. I'm going to go with it a little bit on the wonk. I think just a little bit on the wonk there, just to funky it up a little bit. And then so that, I think, you know, is pretty much job done, if that's what we want to do. But what I'm feeling in my bones is some sequins. Haven't used sequins for a bit, but I'm thinking that these silver sequins are going to look super duper awesome. That one there landed in quite a good spot, I think. So I think I've mentioned before that when I'm doing my embellishments, I kind of like to keep them around my my image, around my sentiments. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5 then, don't we? So that they're not too like displaced. They need to kind of carry your eye through your project. So like having one on either side of the heart there, I think would have just looked really odd. We could have gone with gold, but I feel like I like the silver. I don't know why I'm feeling the silver. Although having said that, the gold could potentially be a bit more cheesy, as in we're creating a pizza. No, I think I prefer the silver. I don't know why. I'm going to think of it like it's pepper, salt or pepper. I don't know. I'm making it up. Okay. So let's just test a little bit of my Glossy Accents, because I like to use my Glossy Accents for sticking down my embellishments, particularly something like this, because it's going to be clear, and these sequins I've got holes in because they are actual sequins. I know you can get them without the holes, but I like both. And this means that you're not going to see any of that glue. It's probably just going to be a little bit shimmery, I guess. And I like to tuck these behind as well. Again, that's a bit of a Laura Basson trick. So if you guys haven't watched Laura Basson, you really should, because she's awesome. She's so funny to watch as well. I do love to just hear her chat, even though, you know, she's chatting about random things. She's very entertaining. So pop them back up there, tidy up my area, and then we've got a finished little cute piggy pizza card. I think that does look kind of pizza like. I feel like yeah, that's it. I was going to say I thought I'd frozen a bit then, but we're back in the room, and a little bit of bling never hurts, as Lindsay says. You can't beat a bit of bling. Yay! So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Let's move that down. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see my little guy. He's really cute. So we're done for this evening. Thank you so much, guys. That wasn't too bad actually. An hour and a half for me. That's quite a result. I'm going to go and see how my little boy Clyde's doing now, and see if I can sort him out, get him tucked up in bed and nice and warm. And I hope you guys are all having a lovely evening. Julie says thanks for amazing live as always, and hope Clyde is okay. Lauren says she loves it. Lindsay says absolutely pigging awesome. Yay! And Jessie's signing off. Thank you for the live. I really needed the community comfort feel and loved the inspiration. It looks beautiful. Thank you, and have a good weekend all. I couldn't have said it better myself, Jess. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful weekend yourself. I do hope that you all have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you all get to do some crafty bits. I'm going to be designing all weekend, trying to get prepared for the next release, which is always a bit stressful. And it's also our sale weekend, so don't forget the items that I've used today, other than the sentiment here, all of these are in our sale this weekend, so look out for that. And I shall see you all for our next live on Tuesday. See you soon, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.